we haven't talked about it much, right? But it's called thought repelling, right? Thought repelling. This is the easy to apply spray that'll keep the hose away, right? Because I ain't gotta tell you, right? There's a lot of women out here. They got nefarious intentions, right? And they want to ruin your life. They can't wait to ruin your life, right? So this has been genetically engineered by a team of Iranian scientists. The good ones, not the ones who are on that other shit.
Friendly ones.
Yeah, the friendly Iranian scientists, right? And we got them together. And what they did was they put together this formula. You spray it on your body, right? Like cologne. And it only affects the DNA of dots, sluts, hoes, hoe sluts, skanks, stank hoes, we can't forget them, the worst kind of hoes, right? Skeezers, Jezebels, and tramps, all right? Now, if they get around you, they'll be like, it'll be like a force field, so they can't penetrate. But the good women, right? The good women, the women who, the kind of woman you would want to raise, you want to bring to your mama, introduce your mom, church going women or mosque going women, you know what I'm saying? Like they won't be affected. They'll just be like, damn man, what's that amazing fragrance, right? All your super chats go towards the development of thought repelling. We wanted to have, the goal was to have pre-orders available by Christmas, but it's your fault because there wasn't enough super chats, right? So we pushed the release back to Valentine's Day. That's when the pre-orders will be available. Now, the FDA says I gotta talk about the side effects, potential side effects. And the side effects include, but are not limited to, athlete's foot fetish, Brazilian wax jiu-jitsu, post-nut charity, no slave November, Jet Li booty. I don't even know what that is, but that's what happened in the studies. Text messages from Wesley Snipes, off-white privilege, the inability to smile on weekends, 50 Shades of Grey Goose, and Gaza Strip Club. I heard it's the bomb. All right. Small price to pay to keep the thoughts away. All right. All your super chats.
All right, guys. We just finished the interview on Brandon's channel, Victory Talk. Listen, we're victors over here, making progress, making things happen. But Brandon's that guy. He inspires me, the whole team. He's been constantly in shape, constantly beacon of hope and success. Brandon, it's going to be next year pretty soon.
Yeah.
A couple of days, it's going to be 2025. What advice would you give to people to move forward and be successful in this next coming year?
You got to really plan out your goals. And I say that, I feel like people just hear it like words. I mean, like when I say plan your goals, it's like write out your goals for the year. Mm-hmm. Put a deadline on them, right? And then write down every step that you need to accomplish to hit your goal. And then put a deadline on every step. And then take each one of those steps and put it in your calendar.
Damn.
Like when you're gonna do it. Because people say, oh, I'm gonna do it by this time, but that's kind of ineffective because you gotta talk about when you're gonna do it, right? So you say you gotta get a gym membership, right? So when are you gonna go to the gym, right?
Exactly.
You know, then wherever the goals may be, right? And you do that for the things you gotta do once. For example, like a goal, every goal is comprised of two kinds of steps, right? There's one-time task and there's recurring task, right? And for a fitness example would be, the one-time task would be get a gym membership, maybe get a trainer, right? You do that once and it's done. But then you got to do these recurring tasks every day, right? You know, when you're going to go to the gym. So you got to put those in your calendar as well. And you can do it either with recurring tasks. And what I do is I plan out every hour of every day. So my calendar looks like this.
Cheese on bread. That is intense, bro. It's like hardly any space in there.
No, I don't need no white space in there. In like, because
we black anyway, you know. No white space.
No white space, man. And it's like but when you do that, you can squeeze so much more success out of each day. And people will say it's too rigid or whatever, but nah, man, it gives you freedom because now you can choreograph your days, right? You can exactly even if you want to fuck around, just time it. Put it in your calendar, schedule it. Right? If you want to play video games, then schedule it, right? But I would schedule the shit that's important first, and then maybe get around to the other bullshit. Because right now people they get around to their goals, but we got to schedule the important shit, you know.
So we spoke about, on a podcast about distractions, right?
Yeah.
So having a schedule kind of mitigates that because now I'm focused, I'm following a schedule, so I don't waste time doing dumb shit. So that's a very good point.
You can crowd it out. Like you don't even. I've never had to actively quit certain things. Yeah, I don't have to go out of my way to quit a lot of things. I mean, except for like alcohol and weed, those are things I had to actually quit. But most other shit I wanted to stop doing, I just fill my schedule
New habits
with other shit.
You know what's
and then
funny?
it was I didn't have to think about abstaining from these other things. You know
what's funny? Like us as human beings have a limited amount of willpower, right?
Yeah.
I don't want to waste it having too much discipline. I want to focus on like my tasks I can do very well and put it towards that versus having to think about, okay, let's not do this versus, you know what, new habit. Let's do this instead.
It sounds cool to say, man, you got to be disciplined. It sounds cool, right? But the truth is, one of my mentors, man, you know, he told me discipline is for amateurs. Right,
I agree.
Yeah, you want to set your shit up so you don't need as much discipline. So another thing to do, if you, for example, let's say you want to abstain from a certain thing, right? Then you want to increase the friction, like make it more difficult for you to do. For example, if you want to eat better, first get rid of all the junk food, right, in your house, and make sure there's none in there. Instead of having to use willpower to not eat it, just it's not there, right? There's no food. All the foods that I would enjoy, they would be like cheap foods. They're just not in the house. I can still get them, but there's like another level of friction for me to go get them. I gotta go on Uber Eats. Immigrant gotta come bring it. You know, like it's all this shit. But if it's in the house, that's way more. That's still more friction than me walking in my fridge. And the things you want to do more of, right? You decrease the friction, right? So, it's about to be January. I like to get extra cut right before January. So I'm doing cardio first thing in the morning. So I decrease the friction. So one thing I do is I have the shit I'm gonna drink in the morning, pre-workout shit. It's already made the night before I go to sleep.
Guys, you gotta see Brandon's fridge, man. It is so well laid out, man. It's like a freaking like store.
Yo, but then what I'm gonna do for on the bed, I'm gonna put my workout shit right here. So when I drink my shit, Apple Watch, all this shit right here, then I'm gonna come straight, put that shit on.
Put that shit on.
And go straight to the exercise bike. So there's no friction.
Guys, money on the floor. It's all imagery here, guys.
But you see, there's not a lot of
I named one of these, bro.
I put this, yo, here's the cheat code.
Yeah.
For this shit. Play fucking video games while you want. Like, I'll play Smash Bros on this shit. But I can only...
I see that in the morning. Man, that's smart, bro.
So it's like, especially in the morning, I'm like kind of dead still, and I gotta wake up. All right, let me throw somebody off the stage. But I'm burning calories or some shit, you know. But it wakes me up, and it's like I'm working out simultaneously.
So I need some advice real quick.
What's up?
To lose fat, should I do cardio in the morning, every morning, or should I more focus on like doing it after a workout?
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
You know, it's okay. So if you're going when it comes to lifting weights, you should always do cardio either after you lift weights or a different time of day or a different day, right? Because the only thing you don't want to do is cardio, like intense cardio. You can warm up, but like intense cardio
too much
right before you lift weights. Because studies show you burn less calories. Because the lifting weights is less intense. Because you use up a lot of your glycogen, you know? That's the only, other than that, it's just really just calories in, calories out, you know? There may be some small benefits to doing it first thing in the morning on an empty stomach, but there's other benefits to doing it late at night, right? And they kind of cancel each other out.
And then last question: why'd you start Victory Talk? Why'd you start?
Podcast?
Yeah, why'd you start the podcast?
Oh man, you know what? It was
because I know you're victorious and all that shit. You're victorious, but like, why'd you start it, man?
I was influenced by y'all, man. I took like 2 years off of
content,
just to focus on business, and then I was like, all right, let me come back when I moved to Miami, and I saw y'all set up. And I was like, oh yeah, I want to do it just like that, you know. And I never even thought about going on live on YouTube for real. And I saw y'all like, oh, this is dope. And then it's up, and then you can get long form videos out of it as well.
Yeah.
So it was just
it just made sense.
It makes sense. I saw what was working, man. Like, you know, even it was like, it's funny because Myron was in my mentorship program, and like, you know, before, you know, that's how he made enough money to quit his job. And then I saw y'all, but I was friends with Myron as well. And I think I see y'all doing the shit. And it's like, oh man, the student became the teacher. You know what I'm saying? So it's dope.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, I'm
full
always
circle,
learning, man.
full circle.
Yeah, always learning.
Never stop learning. So Brandon, where can I find you, bro? And what's up next for you coming for this new year?
Yo, you can find me on Instagram, King Keto on Instagram, YouTube. You just search my name, Brandon Carter. It'll come up. It's the one with a million subscribers. And you know, I don't tell people my goals because I read Malcolm X's biography when I was in high school, and the only part I really remember is him saying, "Don't tell people your goals."
Yeah, I don't either.
Yeah,
I just do it.
yeah, it's because one, it's cool that way, but Malcolm said if you fail or change your mind, 'cause sometimes you change your mind.
Yeah.
You think something's a good idea and it's not, right? But if you change your mind or if you fail, nobody knows.
The only way people knew my goals is because I had a board in my room with all my goals, and they were like, "Oh, these are your goals." I'm like, "Shit!" They saw my shit.
Yeah.
But other than that, they would never know.
Yeah, nah.
And if I want to change it, just erase it and put something new.
Yeah, because you might change your mind, because you might get some different information that may be better, right? Like one of my goals was back in the day I wanted to move when I was living on the Upper West Side. Man, I was like, yo, I want to get a penthouse in Tribeca. That was like the next thing I did. I didn't tell nobody that, but I changed my mind. Now I live in Miami, right? You know what I'm saying? Like if I would have told people that when you gonna move, it's like I made the mistake and said I was gonna get a car. It was a mistake. Now every question is, when you gonna get the car? When you gonna get the car?
It's on the way. It's on the way. It's on the way.
That was a mistake. I mean, I'm still gonna get it, but
When you're ready.
when I'm ready, man. You know, I had to pay some back taxes and some other shit that I had a lot of fucking
Things happen, man.
Unexpected payment.
But it's on the way.
But no, we still balling, man. We still gonna get it.
So listen, guys, this is Brandon Carter, man, the owner and arbiter of Victory Talk and one of the best personal trainers I know out there for scaling your business and making money. So go support him, man. We're gonna work out soon as well in the gym.
Yeah,
I'll go to my, my home gym.
Yeah.
And I'll see you guys on next time. Peace.